Hey, boys and girls, it's Wednesday. It's time for Off the Rail. Good evening, boys and girls. It's Wednesday. I feel like I was just here a few moments ago. I'm going to try to multitask. I'm not going to do the greatest job of it, but I'm going to attempt to it. Welcome back. Thank you for tolerating my inconsistency right now. For those of you who didn't know, I was a prisoner of my home. No, I didn't. Well, I can't really say that. It was all good. I got a little ill. I was a little under the weather. Become a statistic. Did my thing. Um, I mean, before I forget, I will be making it'll be a kind of a last minute announcement about Friday night at Wise Guys this week. I want to make sure that I'm feeling a ton better. I feel a lot better, and I just want to make sure everything is going to be good, so we don't go and do anything, and just make sure it's all cool. So I'll make an announcement about that either late tonight or sometime tomorrow about what we're going to do with that. You're watching TNT's Off the Rail right here on YouTube, on the TNT YouTube channel, and on the TNT Facebook channel. So make sure you hit like and subscribe over there on the YouTube channel. Like and follow and turn on your live notifications on the Facebook page so you don't miss anything. I'm like I said, I'm back in the swing of things. I'm really sitting down and focusing a lot more on the show right now, and really trying to go out and find some stuff. We got a really cool show coming up tonight. We're actually going to talk to Alex S. from Hammer Tournaments. He's going to talk to us about something he was a part of this past weekend that was really quite cool, and I really think it needs some attention. So we're going to talk to him about that. He's going to tell us all kinds of cool things about that. There's a ton of other tournaments going on. I wish I had some more flyers to show you guys, but I didn't get to pull quite as many as I wanted to this past week. I've been kind of, like I said, man, 1 minute I was on fire. I was ready to go to post it. I was ready to do a bunch of work. And the next minute I was trying to find a way out of my bed because I spent a lot of time sleeping and catching up. So, but we're not going to go into that big conversation. I'm still multitasking. We're going to take a quick second. We're going to show some love. A new sponsor or that I'm really actually, I mean, something I've been using this for a long time, and I swear by it. It's helped our tournaments, all the tournaments we do, a ton, and I love it. So if you're looking for a way to get all the awesome tools you need to run a really awesome tournament and really be on the edge of running a good solid fair tournament where there's no there's it's all right there in front of everybody to see how it works. This You need to check this out. Check these guys out. I'll be right back and we'll get going. There we go. Sorry about that. Forgot how that one ended. All right, we'll be back. InGen Pool though, I love it. I've been using it for years. Built a great database of some great players with some good solid numbers. I mean, it was a little tough for everybody to get used to at first, just because it was something a little new. It wasn't anything drastically new, but it does it works. It works good. It's developed a nice it's developed a nice system. It keeps things moving real well. Takes a lot of guesswork out of a lot of things. Uh, Very helpful in making the brackets public and contacting your players and managing them and keeping track of things. So it's awesome. Check it out in GenPool, budtour.com. Not to mention it's got a cool address to go check out. So you know. Don't forget, check out the off the rail group here, TNT Off the Rail Show. It's where you go and get hooked up so you can be part of the show, share your stuff if you got flyers or something like that, or you want to be part of the call a tournament operator or director. Sorry, I'm multitasking. We'll give you guys a call and we'll talk to you live and let you hype your own stuff. Nobody tells us what's going on at your tournament better than you. So get a hold of me in the group, and you can text the TNT number or message me or get in the chat real quick and holler at me. And I'll if you want me to call you, I can do it. You can hit me up and tell me how to get a hold of you, and I'll call you right now live, and we'll talk all about it. But again, great show. In about 10 minutes, we're gonna give Alex a call, and we're gonna talk to him about some stuff. Again, we're going to announce a little later about Wise Guys for Friday night, just because it's going to be one of those weeks. It is Thanksgiving weekend for anybody who might have forgot. Um, it is Thanksgiving weekend, so we'll see how it goes. I'll make an announcement here soon. Don't forget, I'm having a heck of a time showing it right now for some reason. Oh, we should probably change that. You guys don't think you went back in time, huh? Don't forget to check out the TNT Facebook page for a little Black Friday update for the Migraine Candle Company, proud sponsor of our 10 ball league. Cool little video for some of the stuff they got going on for Black Friday. Excuse me. You definitely want to check that out. Don't forget, I hope this is the right one. We're going to jump into this real quick before I forget too. Already all set up, and it's coming up December 11th. I can't remember if I've updated this video or not. Hopefully I did. But again, it's been a weird weekend. December 11th, we're going to be at Route 30 Slots and Cocktails in Rock Falls. We're going to bring the Field of Champions together there for the CBM Construction second stop in the TNT Champions Tournament Series. Those guys are going to battle it out for some free money, and it ought to be interesting. It's going to be a cool little venue, so that we are planning on bringing this stream. It starts at 2 o'clock. We will be breaking at 2 o'clock for the very first match. You see all the guys that are going to be eligible to show up with their medals and get in on the action for that free money. Winner takes all. It's going to be single elimination. There'll be higher races than normal tournaments, and that most of them have played in with TNT anyhow. The races will be quite a bit longer. And again, it'll be single elimination for just those 8 guys, and it doesn't matter. We'll play it out no matter how many of them show up. So if they don't show up, they don't get that chance of that free money. So they just going to have to be there. So December 11th, Saturday, December 11th, right there, break. Oh, I got break at 1 o'clock. Oh, I looked at the wrong little thing on my calendar back there. My bad. I haven't even changed the date. It still says in November on my calendar. I'd have been late. So we break at 1 o'clock. I'm sorry about that. So watch for the stream to start a little sooner than that. As long as everything goes right, we'll bring a stream. We should be able to put both tables on there. You guys will be able to watch all the action at once. So Route 30 Slots and Cocktails right there out there on Route 30. Nice place. It's going to be a ton of fun to watch those champions battle it out. Whoops. We don't need that. Ooh, come on now. Bad multitasking. Sorry about that. You guys saw that craziness. So, I have messages out, and maybe I'll get to talk to him. I don't know. We're still the conversation is going on everywhere, and it's in some places it's just getting out of hand. It's getting crazy. The Earl Strickland Moscone thing, and it's I don't even know. I don't even want to. It's that crazy that I'm just not even sure if I want to talk about it because it makes my head hurt. And then you had the Shaw ordeal with his match, which we probably won't get into much of that unless we get a hold of Hollywood this week. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him. Hopefully he's doing good. Hollywood, I love you, miss you. So if we talk to him, maybe he'll have something to say about it. I know there was some talk about it on the Pigeon Coop, and of course, I mean, a lot of people have been talking about it, and there's a lot to the whole story, and I don't even want to get into trying to speculate or guess anything that was going on. So that's a whole other crazy question. So we're going to give Alex a call here. We're going to give Alex a call here in about 3.5 minutes and talk to him. I lost my paperwork. I had all this stuff wrote down so I could remember things. Eh, But you probably heard me say that on the show once or 4 times, haven't you? All right, so don't forget to check out. Let's see what he's. How you doing, Alex? How you doing? I'm all discombobulated, so you can tell how that's gonna go. Let me find. Make sure you check out all of our social media accounts. We're on Instagram, Twitter. We are on Snapchat, although I am very slow at it. I'm gonna dial Alex up right now. Actually, let's go and give him a call. All right, phone is ringing. There it goes. Push a little bit. Maybe. Alex,
Hey, Greg, how are you?
good. How are you, sir?
I am doing fantastic. Excited to be on the show.
Oh, awesome to have you, man. I was following that stuff you were doing this past weekend, and I was like, man, that's so. I got to talk to him about that.
Yeah, it was definitely a once in a lifetime experience, and I'm over the moon that I could be a part of it.
So, just kind of tell everybody. Uh, tell just you. I'm going to let you go. You tell everybody what you did this past weekend.
So I was approached by Eric Nelson in 2018. He's the reason this all came to fruition. He's actually been trying to get this together for the past 6 years. Um, he's been traveling. He was traveling and finding all these girls. We got 70 amazing women on this team that he's put together, and it's an invite-only team for the girls that he handpicked. They show that they all have great pool etiquette, and they're just great people on and off the table continuously. And that's the reason we brought them on the team. Out of 70 girls uh, that we have, with COVID and everything, not everyone was able to show up or get out or work related stuff. It's hard to take a week off of, work sometimes.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
we had a straight pool tournament, we had a 10-ball tournament, and then we finished off with one pocket. And let me tell you, it was one of the best weeks of pool I've been a part of ever. And I've been to Las Vegas for APA, but this was something top notch, top level. It was a higher standard of playing, and it just showed in the way these women played and behaved themselves on and off the table.
Sorry about that. I'm having a weird noise going on in the back. And so you said I mean, you guys had a ton of things going on. I got some pictures we'll get to here in a second. And
Hmm.
yeah, so there was yeah, I mean, and these were all some of these were all big firsts. Some of these tournaments were first for the situations, right?
Yes, actually. So there's been all women's straight pool events. There's been all women's 10-ball events, 9-ball events, 8-ball events. This was the first ever all women's one pocket tournament. It was the first ever invitational one pocket tournament strictly for women, and it was also the first ever all streamed one pocket tournament for all women. And shout out to Ray Hansen at Pool Action TV. He did a phenomenal job promoting and streaming this event. He had top-notch commentary from Mary Keniston, from Larry Schwartz, who's local here in Chicago, and Jeremy Jones, who he had doing the one pocket commentary, along with one of our players' husbands, Julie Melman Cohn, her husband Justin Cohn, aka Roadman. Just listening to him commentate with Jeremy Jones, the rapport that they had, that was just incredible for me. It was like I said, it was a once in a lifetime thing, and I can't wait to do it again.
And I was going to say because they must be in the works of getting it set up again for it's going to become something annual, right?
Um, so Eric's taking a little break, and it's been a long, 6 years for him starting to plan this and get this together. And over the last year, it's just been crazy. I mean, he had custom trophies made, he had custom wood racks made, he had all this that went in. He gave gift bags out to all the ladies who showed up. He got them all polos for the team. I mean, it was blood, sweat, money, tears, gasoline, renting cars, getting to hear from there, and you know, just a huge shout out to Eric Nelson of Team Straight Pool Lie. He's been just a great person, and just a huge. This event was a huge success because of the way he set it up and promoted it, and the way he brought ladies that showed themselves as a higher standard of playing pool to the table. Bringing them along was huge.
That's so awesome. We might have to get a hold of him and bring him on and talk to him a little bit about it. So you sent me some pictures, and I'm gonna flip over here, and hopefully I get in the right place. So give me 1 second. Nope, that wasn't it. There we go. You sent me over some pictures, and you remember how we put them in order?
Yes, I do.
All right. So we got this first one up here. Who are we looking at?
So the first one, this is Monica Webb on your left, and Joanne Mason Parker, who many know her from the early '90s. I don't think, a glimmer in my mom's eye yet when she won the U.S. Open Women's 9-ball, and she's a great player. Monica Webb, huge name and down south and all over too. She's ranked in the WPBA. I'm not sure where she's ranked, but I know all these women are ranked in the WPBA in the top. Straight pool was great. Straight pool. I've never been to a straight pool tournament. It was a pleasure to watch these women play. I mean, just the moves and the breakout shots that they had to get around the table to make that tournament what it was. I mean, the finals were nuts. All the races were to 50, and the final match was to 100 points.
Wow.
And Monica had, I think it was a 50 to something lead, 50 point something lead to Joanne's 11. And that was, I think, about an hour and a half to 2 hours in. This match was a 4-hour-long match.
Wow.
Because then what we saw is people getting tired and missing break shots, and people taking over the table. Because the final score, the final match points going into that final rack, Monica was up 96 to 94, and Joanne was making her comeback. And Joanne was at the table breaking, and no, I'm sorry, I believe Monica was at the table breaking. She had those last 2 points, and she missed her break shot. Some safety play went on, and Monica's left this shot, and she's almost behind the rack. She's dead straight on this 2-ball in the corner, and the 2-ball's out in the middle of nowhere. And she just drills this 2-ball in and gets shaped for the 14 in the side to take the match. And it was nuts. Just seeing her shoot almost an 9-foot shot dead straight in the hole. And she powered it. She didn't sissy it. She didn't roll it in. She hit it good. And she makes this shot, gets on the 14, and wins this match. And I mean, it was 4 hours. It was intense in that room. You could hear a pin drop. That's how quiet it was.
And this was on all this was still, you said, was all streamed, right?
Yes, this was all streamed by Pool Action TV by Ray Hansen.
And so they could probably go back and get a load of it. They didn't get to watch it live. They could definitely check that out again.
I know that he does loops of tournaments that he's streamed on Sundays. I believe that's if you pay for your subscription to Pool Action TV, you can watch the loops on Sundays.
We'll find out what we can. We'll share some information on checking that out. So let's jump over to this next picture real quick and tell me about this one.
Liz Taylor and Kaylee Mcintosh. There's a funny story right there. So Kaylee's this young gun from Florida. She's been dominating lately, and we saw her just move through the winner's side into the hot seat match, and she beat Joanne Mason Parker for the hot seat.
And this was the 8 or 10.
This was 10-ball on the big table.
Okay.
This was 10-ball on the big table. I mean, there was 2 young guns there. It was her, Kaylee Mcintosh, and we also had another young gun. She was 14 years old playing, and her name is Haley Marion, it's great to see young guns. It's one thing that needs promoted in the sport. It's definitely the young guns and more women's events, because this is a male-dominated sport. There's no doubt about it. So we need to start giving recognition to those trying to grow our sport more. The young guns, I love specifically. I love seeing tournaments for young guns. Because that's the future of our sport. That needs to be, that needs to be promoted. That needs to be helped out. But we can get to that a little later on. This 10-ball event was crazy. Let me tell you something. It's Wednesday night, and we have matches scheduled to play through 7th, 8th. So we can bring back everyone who's in the money, which is 5th, 6th, and further up. And this was And this was crazy because we've been playing nonstop all day, and there's about a 10-minute break, and Liz Taylor on the left, who actually took first, she comes up to me and says, "Do I have to play again tonight?" I said, "Yes, the matches are scheduled." She goes, "If I have to play tonight, I'm going to forfeit." And I said, "Well, hold on. Let me talk. Let me talk to Eric." And we talked it out, and I agreed. He said, "The match is scheduled for tonight. The match is scheduled for tonight." So Liz Taylor shows some real grind and some real spirit. Says, "Okay, I'm going to play." She plays. She beats Janet Atwell to move on, and then comes back the next day on fire, runs through the B side of the bracket, or the scenic route, as I've learned to call it now. She runs through the scenic route, gets into the finals, beats Kaylee Mcintosh 7-4 the first set, and then beats her Hill in a wild, thrilling game, in a wild set, too, to take first place. And not only did she run through the B side after wanting to forfeit the night before, she won that tournament on her birthday.
Maybe she was just trying to build herself a little motivation, but whatever, it worked, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. She was nuts. I've never seen I've seen stuff like it before, but I've never seen anything like it before. You want to quit, and then you say, "Screw it, I'm going to play," and then boom, she wins the tournament the next day.
And just kind of help people out a little bit who didn't watch or anything like that. We're not talking a long league night of socialize and playing and stuff like these. These ladies they were putting together some runs and taking care of the tables.
Oh yeah, I think I was definitely I was trying to watch as much as I could, but we had the other wonderful tournament directors there, Ron Shepard, who refed and helped run the straight pool side because I have never done it before, and Ro Reyes, who was a big help with 10 ball and one pocket, and we worked as a team. And the biggest thing was neither of us wanted to get overwhelmed by anything, and we worked as a team, and it was great. I was more back of the house. So I was more, writing names down, doing stuff in the computer, and Ro was actually updating matches live via the digital pool, updating the scores live via digital pool up front, and we were setting times, and so it was just crazy. It was crazy.
Well, you guys did an amazing job. I mean, like I said, I was following it throughout the weekend, and it was great to see how much. I mean, because you guys made it look effortlessly. I mean, to watch it from our side, you guys were doing a great job providing information, keeping people up to date, and things were going great in the streams and stuff like that. It was you guys all did a great job. So don't be selling yourself short. Let's jump to this next one. Who we got here?
So this is also Monica Webb. Monica Webb took first place in the one pocket event as well, and then Julie Melman Cohn, who's a fantastic one pocket player. I mean, watching. I didn't know Monica Webb played one pocket. So when I watched her play, it was such a pleasure to watch her put on the moves and set traps and play good defense. Because I've realized now that if you're a good straight pool player, you're going to be a really good one pocket player because you know how to, move the ball around the table.
Mm-hmm.
And this tournament, to me, it was just knowing that it was the first ever of its kind. It was the first women's one pocket tournament and women's only one pocket tournament. It felt historic, and I'm glad that we ran it at Q Masters, which if people don't know, Q Master Billiards is the reason we have the U.S. Open 9-ball championships. Rest in peace to Barry Berman. He's someone I've looked up to for tournaments. One of the first tournaments I ever watched was the U.S. Open 9-ball, and watching Barry direct it and just the way he presents himself is the way that I want to present myself. There's a lot of prestige, and there's a lot of a lot of humility because he knows what he has was big, and just he didn't let it get to his head. And that's how I kind of live my life: is be humble and hustle.
Absolutely. How did it come down? I remember, if I remember correctly, reading something about the finals match. There was something that kind of stood out.
I'm going to tell you, and it's that Monica Webb wins the whole entire tournament undefeated, not one loss, but also does not lose a single game in one pocket.
Oh.
She
No.
did not lose a single game in one pocket, not one. She went undefeated, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 in the finals, 3-0.
Wow. Wow. Determination.
And it was determination. And if you watch the stream, you're going to see those straight pool moves. You're going to see her moving the ball around to get the best next available ball for her to shoot at. She played great safeties because in straight pool, you're not only just in one pocket, you're protecting two pockets. You don't care about the other four. But in straight pool, you're also protecting all six pockets. And just watching her play these little increment safeties that were just like you wouldn't think to play was just phenomenal. And I think it was the best thing in the world.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. We're gonna keep things moving because I know we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna jump to this next picture,
Mhm.
and I know you got this. This is kind of special to you too.
Joanne, this is the first time meeting Joanne. It was like meeting pool royalty. I like her a lot. Her and her husband were great people to meet, and she actually just started getting back into playing pool last year. She said I think a 27-year hiatus.
Goodness.
And so she's just getting back into the swing of things. And I mean, some habits don't die hard. I mean, she took master of the table, and the way we did master of the table, we scored it like golf. If you finish first, you get 1 point, second 2, third 3, fourth 4, fifth 6, 6, seventh 8, 8 points, 9th through 12th 10 points, 13th through 16th 15 points, and then so on. You get 20 points. So a lot of people ask me what happens if you win two out of the three events. Wouldn't you be considered master of the table? You would think so, but because we're keeping it at a points-based run, that the person with the lowest score is master of the table. Because even though Monica won straight pool and she won one pocket, she didn't cash very well. She didn't finish very well in the 10-ball tournament. But I attribute that to being up late and playing a 4-hour match the night before. But there's a lot of factors. I can't say why she played bad. I'm not her. But Joanne took third she took second in the straight pool. She took third in the 10-ball, and she finished fourth in the one pocket. And she had the lowest amount of points, and she was awarded master of the table. And she told us from the beginning she was gunning for that trophy. She wanted that trophy specifically, and she got it.
Those are some sharp-looking trophies.
And it was great to watch her play, and just meeting her. And she's such a great person.
I'm this is gonna probably sound weird, but I met you and talked to you, I think, for the first time a while back, and we were talking about some of the stuff that you do, and I immediately knew you were good at what you were doing, because I could feel the passion just talking to you about some of the stuff that we talked about the first time. And when I saw you posting about going to do this and how excited you were, and like I said, just you did such a great job conveying it through your post and the posts of others that you guys are doing, that I had to talk to you about some more of this. So you sent me this other there's a nice big picture here, big group picture. I don't know if you can remember if there's people in there you want to talk about, or some shout outs on that, and then we'll move on to your flyers and some of your Hammer tournament stuff.
That's this group picture that I sent you. That's all the ladies that were there, and excluding Kia Sidbury, who came for the one pocket because she couldn't get off work. Shout out to Kia, she's a great player. In the middle there, on the right side in the brown jacket, that's Eric Nelson.
Oh,
he's the reason this all came to fruition. He's the reason for Team Straight Pool Eye. He's the reason we had such a great event, because he put his time, his money, his just blood, sweat, and tears into this team, and it's all for the promotion of women's pool, because women don't get enough.
No,
I mean, there is a WPBA and there's the NAPTs and all that, but there isn't. We want to promote women's pool to different games other than 8, 9, and 10 ball.
Right.
There's women playing straight pool, but there's really no women playing one pocket. You don't really see that very often. If you do, it's like 1 out of the 1,000 players in your area,
mm-hmm.
And that's a guesstimate. That's a guesstimation. I'm not saying that's the real number, but that's what I
close.
think. but we want to get more people involved. We want to see more women playing straight pool. We want to see more women playing one pocket. And, during this event, a little chirping in my ear, I could hear, Monica Webb owns a pool room down south, and she's talking about possibly running an all women's one pocket, which this is what we wanted. That we wanted to get the ball rolling.
Oh, absolutely.
We wanted to get this going so people can say, hey, we could do this too, and it's gonna start catching on to where it's all women's events, and people are gonna come watch, and the women are gonna get as good as the men in one pocket and show them that they can play too.
It was the women that really helped kick pool in the ass one point in time for TV, so.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Jeanette Lee, she's been on the Moscone Cup. If I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure she's been on the Moscone Cup.
I'm gonna actually agree with. I think you are right.
We'll
find out quick.
Like that. It's these little increments, because there's a quote that I love. I can't remember who says it, but a small band of people. Why is it a small band of people can change the world? And the person that answers the quote is, because that's all that ever has. Because you take this small group of people and you start moving those goal lines, those goal markers inch by inch. You take those first steps. You're not walking. Sooner or later, you're not walking anymore. You're going to be running, and that's what we're trying to do. Is just get the sport moving in a great direction to where people are running with women's one pocket tournaments and women's only straight pool tournaments, not just the women's straight pool world championships once a year. We want to see more of it constantly.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys did such a great job putting all that together. And I just, for anybody who didn't get a chance to see it, go check out Hammer Tournaments, check out Alex on Facebook, and check out I'll let Alex tell you one more time where you can go look, check out for more stuff on the stream. And
Pool Action TV. That was Ray Hansen with Pool Action TV. He streamed everything, and it was beyond perfect to have him there.
Yeah.
He does a fantastic job. If I can, in that group photo, one more shout out to Q Master Billiards. Their service was incredible. Their staff was amazing. Their food was out of this world. And Gary Ornoff, Barry Berman's Cuzzo, made everyone there not just feel like it was their home pool room, but he made everyone feel like family. And for that, we're very thankful, and a huge shout out to Q Masters and everybody that works there for making this entire week just an amazing week.
Gotta love places. It looked like a beautiful place from the pictures and the streams.
70 pool tables, 70 pool tables.
Wow.
America's largest pool room.
Wow.
It was incredible just to be in there.
I'll go back after the show and we'll share some information where you guys can find Alex and Hammer and all this stuff and Q Masters. Well, jump in these fires because I know we're keeping you from leagues, Alex. You got your
no worries.
You got your big Saturday and Sunday one coming up here at the end of November.
Yes, sir. This coming Saturday, is it's a 500 ATA with full field. It's an open 10-ball tournament. They're races to 7, and you're spotted by your Fargo rating. So every 50 points is one game on the wire. So the lowest race is 7-3. So I don't let anyone pass if there's 250. I'm not letting anyone go to 2. That's just asking to get robbed. Nobody wants to come spend money to get robbed.
Right.
And so the race is to 7. Doors open at 1. We're going to start at 2 for this Saturday. Hope to see everyone there. If you want, Alex Shapshevich on Facebook or message Hammer Tournaments. I'll sign you guys up, and you guys will be all set to go for this weekend. And then I've got another tournament coming up. It is
the Toys for Tots.
Something that I've ran. I didn't get to run the last 2 years because 2019 I was changing pool rooms between work, yada yada. But I ran it in 2017 and 2018, and then I didn't get a chance to last year because of COVID, obviously. But my Toys for Tots tournament, I love this tournament. I love this cause because, you hear a lot about, just kids that their parents can't afford toys all the time. And I think it's a great cause that the Marines do, is to get, kids that can't afford toys, like orphanages and, stuff like that brings them toys for the kids and everything. And it makes the holiday special for those that,
Right.
can't give everyone, they can't get everything they want. And it's a $20 entry plus a toy donation, or you can just pay $30. The $10 will go into the money donations for Toys for Tots to buy toys for the kids as well. It's a blind draw tournament, so you don't know who you're going to get paired up with.
Okay.
And I've had people ask me before, well, what if two sevens or what if two really high players get together? They don't always play the best together. High players have their own ways of running out. I've seen two master players completely just lose it, playing a race to three, letting, APA's 4, 5s, and 4s beat them up, because they're trying too hard to run out their style, and the other one doesn't complement the other. But it's a random draw, blind draw tournament. It's a race to three on the winner side and a race to 2 on the loser side. I might be wrong. It might just be a race to 3 all around. I just got to look at my flyer real quick.
It does say 3 on the winner and 2 on the losers. So
it does. Perfect.
It does say that.
Then
yeah,
I was right.
All right. That's awesome.
I got a lot of tournaments coming up, so it starts to get a little shaky in my head.
And that's a good problem to have, So, all right, we got one last one we'll talk, and I'll get you back to shooting because I don't want to be the excuse later on. I don't want to see on the post on there.
Oh, December 11th, not to intersect to your tournament, but December 11th, if you play APA, we've got a 6 and under, high stakes 6 and under, $120 entry coming up too. So, but the big one that you want to talk about, and I'm super excited for, and I can't wait.
I don't know if that one didn't make it. It did not make it in there. What the heck?
Oh, did it not make it in there?
I think I have it, and I'll share it later. The February one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it didn't get in there for some reason. I'll get it up on.
So I am looking. Yeah, no, take your time, but let me while you put it up, let me give you some background on it. It's something that a lot of people tell me in the early 2000s, Chicago pool was just up and on the up and up, and all of a sudden it died. And Chicago pool used to have these tons of tournaments and, a lot of big players coming through here. And we don't really see that a lot anymore. I mean, you can go to Wisconsin, the Carom Room, or you go to, Indianapolis for the Midwest Bar Table Classic, stuff like that. But I want to bring back pool to Chicagoland where these big players know that, hey, these guys are local. They say they've got game, they've got game, we'll come by again, and just bring back just really well-run tournaments, bring back some really high level of pool and class to pool around here again. And it's going to be a $5,000 added, the first ever inaugural Chicagoland Classic. That's going to be February 4th through 6th. It's going to be a $175 entry. It's a race to 9 on the winners and a race to 7 on the losers. And I'm over the moon excited for it.
There we go. Got it up there for you. Sorry, I thought I had it in there. It sounds awesome, and it sounds awesome, and of course I know you're going to put a ton of work into it, so I know it's going to be amazing, and I know you're working on a lot of cool things for it. So
yeah, I mean I'm getting sponsors together for it, which you think it'd be easy, but it's not. It takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of talking to people, and then I know I've talked to you. I would love to have you come and stream the whole tournament. I think that I love doing it. It makes what I love is local business kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Is if your friend owns a tax business, tax business, go do your taxes there, kind
Absolutely.
of thing.
I'm gonna definitely make an effort to get to that. That would be awesome to do. So.
Yes, and I would love it because it will be a great time. You would have an enormous amount of good times here, and I'd make sure of it.
Oh yeah, I like I said, I don't think doing anything involving you is going to definitely be fun. Where are you shooting at tonight, Alex?
I'm actually shooting out of my home bar, Q Pub and Grill, where I hold all my tournaments. It's Wednesday night league night. Just APA leagues, nothing too exciting. Just APA leagues. It's one of my teams where I can just come out and have some fun, and we're already qualified for, the citywide tournaments, and I'm excited to get, to keep shooting the next couple months, get my team better, and we're gonna take it down and go to Vegas.
Awesome. That's so awesome. Hey, Alex, I really appreciate you taking the time before leagues and stuff like that. And again, man, I really appreciate the passion, the effort, and everything you put into this stuff. Like I said, that what you did this past weekend, you and everybody that did that, put all that stuff on. That is amazing, and that's that along with more junior players like we talked about and stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff that the pool needs. Is we need people fighting in the corner trying to get it back there, and that's the kind of stuff that's going to do it. So big hats off to you and everybody that was part of that, man.
I appreciate it and thank you. I was a little nervous going into it, but I knew that I had other people that had my back and that this tournament was going to be something good, something special, and something people are going to talk about for a while. And once again, big shout out to Eric Nelson of Team Straight Pool Eye. He's the only reason this was able to happen, and I can't wait for it to happen again.
Awesome. We will put some information up there on how to get a hold of you, Alex, and Hammer Tournaments, and again, and some other stuff on how they can find those possible replays of those streams and everything like that. Alex, have a great night. Great, good luck shooting tonight, and I look forward to talking to you again soon, bud.
Awesome. I look forward to talking to you again too soon.
All right. Have a great night, buddy.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
All right. You have a good one.
You too, sir. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alex Shapshevich. I knew I was going to learn how to say it and not mess it up horribly, and I probably still will at some point. But Alex is, like I said, I haven't met Alex in person yet, but I've talked to him a few times when TNT got going and things like that. And Alex is one of those guys who's definitely putting the work in to get pool going where it needs to go. And so if you are ever in the area or have the opportunity to go and check out some of the stuff Alex does, definitely do it by all means. Check him out, Hammer Tournaments on Facebook. And thank you, Eric. And man, thank you very much for watching. And again, thank you for everything you helped accomplish out there. That was amazing. I'm going to take a quick second, pay some bills, and I'll be right back. And we will talk just a little bit more about the things that I'm working on and a few other things that are kind of catching my attention. I'll be right back.
CBM Construction offers all your construction needs: new builds, remodeling, heating and cooling services, and installation. Give them a call today, 815 716 6727. CBM is licensed, bonded, and insured to provide the ease of mind you're looking for. From start to finish, CBM is professional and friendly as they bring your dreams to life. Bill builds it best. Check them out on Facebook for more pictures of their amazing work. Looking for a getaway retreat? Wanting to live off the grid? We can help you with any of your wants and needs. Custom built tiny homes for you. Taking orders now. Give us a call and we'd be happy to help you out. 815 716 6727. CBM Construction. 815 716 6727.
Arrive in style, Sauk Valley Limos, 815-299-5466, offering limousine and just regular driving services. If you want to get there in style or just need to get to the gas station real quick, give them a call, 815-299-5466. Sauk Valley Limo sponsoring the third stop in the TNT Champions Tournament Series. Someday I'll be able to say that right without messing it all up. Really appreciate that. Go and check those guys out on Facebook, Sauk Valley Limo. Tell them TNT sent you. It's a cool little ride, man. I'll tell you right now, it's a nice ride. And again, get you right up the road real quick too. If you don't need the limo, you just need to get there. Give him a call. He'll help you out. Like I say, driver services. So if you're not sure, call and ask him. He'll tell you. The worst he's going to tell you is no. Again, Alex from Hammer Tournaments. I'm loved talking to that guy. He always seems to just really pump me up. I mean, gets me going. I'm ready to do something. If I could, I'd go find a tournament to run right now. But what are we gonna do? Don't forget, check it out, TNT Off the Rails Show on Facebook. Stop by there and interact with us. You can share your stuff if you're a league operator or tournament director or both, and want to tell us about upcoming leagues, signups, tournaments, whatever the case may be. That's the place to do it. Drop it through there and let us know. We can set up a time to call and talk to you about it, so you can hype your own stuff, and we can share flyers and all kinds of stuff. So remember, we all make this sport what it is. Like Alex said, it's the small bands. The small bands. We are those small bands, and we all deserve our time to shine. And so I'm going to do my best to help anybody I can. If you're growing and promoting the sport and doing what you can to get people on the tables and whatnot, no matter how you're doing it, I want to tell people about it. So don't be afraid. Swing on by the group and share your stuff with us, and we'll do what we can to let people know how awesome you are. Um, Sorry about that. I didn't want you guys to have to hear that. Again, uh, I am feeling better. I know it might still be a little, I don't want to say out there and discombobulated, but I got a little foggy there. It was a pretty wicked head cold for a while. So kind of coming off all the medicines and stuff like that. And so still a little foggy, but I do my best. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Don't forget that like and subscribe here on the YouTube channel if you're watching there. Like, follow, and turn on your live notifications on Facebook if that's where you're at. And remember, Off the Rail comes to you every Wednesday at 7 o'clock live on YouTube and Facebook. And if you want to be a part of it, just swing by the group and tell us, and we'll see what we can't do. Um, I thought I had some more flyers. I don't. We talked about that. Um, our 10 ball league is doing amazing right now, even with the fact that things have been a little messed up, and I think I might be holding things up. But I will try to get that taken care of here shortly. But we are the ladies league. They are still rumbling, and they still want to get going. We're looking to figure out a new start date for them to get them going. But that's like we were just talking with Alex. The ladies stuff is something that a lot of places I think really need to focus a little more on, and we're working on our area the best we can to get the ladies going. So, ladies, if you're looking to get into the sport, get back into the sport, we've got a great, nice little option for you here in the Dixon, Sterling, Rock Falls area. So stop on the TNT Leagues group or the TNT Facebook page and find out more about that. We'll get that going soon. We've got the format we used, which was pretty cool, but we've got other options too if we can really pick up some numbers and get the ladies going. And whatever I can do to accommodate it after that. I mean, I've been working on trying to do some more ladies only events and things like that. So. I will, if you want to play, I will run them. So you guys just keep an eye out or let me know. Contact me and tell me. Remember, TNT travels, so if you've got a place somewhere that's got some tables and you want to try to do something there, get a hold of me and we'll work on something. My chair is really noisy. I'm really sorry. So just swing by the TNT page and check that out. Let us know what's going on. I'm trying to think if there's. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I forgot something massive. Hollywood, miss you, buddy. Love you. I got some new segments that are hopefully coming up here soon. Um, that I've been working on. I've talked to them about them before. Really working more on trying to get a hold of you, some of you operators. I'd like to talk to at least one different one each week that tells me about something they got going on over the weekend or coming up. So just don't be afraid. I mean, if you don't want to talk live on there, that's fine. Send me your flyer and write something up, and I'll read it for you. Or just make sure I have all the information on your flyer, or at least a flyer that says enough that I can tell more people about with the information you send me. So if it doesn't have the information on the flyer, make sure you at least send it to me so I can tell people about it. I'm trying to. Is there anything else I am forgetting about right now? I have some news that I want to share, but I can't. So I'll tell you guys about it later. But I'm really happy. I'm in a good mood. What else? Nothing else. I mentioned earlier at the top of the. We're gonna check this one out real quick. Don't forget to swing by the TNT page and check out the Black Friday specials that Migraine Candle Company has going on. Migraine Candle Company, proud sponsor of the TNT 10 Ball Single League. Whoa, that wasn't right. That wasn't right at all. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I forgot everything else I had going on. I didn't write it down. So appreciate you guys struggling through with me there. Again, big thanks to Alex Shapshevich for hanging out with us. I'm hoping I said that right again. Hammer Tournaments. Did an amazing job down there with that the women's event. Make sure you go check it out. I'll get some links posted on the TNT page and stuff like that. And if you're can't wait for me to share them. Go, like I said, go check out Hammer Tournaments and Alex's page. Between the two of them, there was a ton of stuff shared, so you guys will be able to find it. If you missed any of it, man, I'm telling you missed out. It was a great event. They did an amazing job, and definitely go watch and help support those ladies. Show them the love that they deserve by going and at least watching what happened. If to go back and check it out and talk about it. Talk about it all over the place. Share it. Tell people what's going on. Don't forget, if you want to share your story, if you're just proud of a match you had, whatever, I don't care. Hit us up. Check out the group TNT Off the Rails Show on Facebook. Until next week, I've been Bud. This has been TNT Tournaments. Again, thanks to Alex, Hammer Tournaments, and Eric Nelson and everyone that and Alex talked about. Amazing job for what you guys did and bringing things like that to light. We will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving. I will put a link in somewhere where you can drop off food if you need to get rid of it. So, yeah, anyhow, love you guys. I'll see y'all next week.